Hello, hello, hello. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. It's me, mochamoizelle. Happy early Valentine's Day, y'all. Galentine's. Happy early Galentine's Day. So, um, I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. I don't plan on it anyway. Hey, blessing Saturdays to you too, Miss Roberta. Hey y'all. So just FYI, I'm alternating between YouTube and Facebook. So if you see me darting eyes and all of that good stuff, um, don't mind me, okay? So, here's what I'm doing today. Basically, I'm just answering some general questions about living in Jamaica. Hey y'all. Hey Winston, Ali. Good morning. Good morning. Happy early Valentine's. Happy Saturday. So I'm just gonna go through some questions and okay. Somebody started Valentine's Day a little early. Okay, we'll see. So I'm gonna answer some questions. Please feel free if you have a question in the comments. Leave a question in the comments if you have one. Sorry, Facebook, if y'all get my side profile, but I'm just alternating. Y'all can feel free to comment y'all questions here too. But I'm gonna go off of some questions that I got from a post that I made in my group. So yes, I'm doing well. I'm doing very well in Jamaica. I'm doing quite fine. Didn't I send you my email already, Winston? I'm enjoying living in Jamaica. Um I love Jamaica. I don't know, this is home now for me anyway. This is home. I don't see myself being anywhere else. I don't know. Sometimes you just go to places. From what I heard, you kind of just know, like this is it. This is it. So, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. I'm trying to get my Valentine's Day energy out to y'all. You know, so that's why I got my reds and everything going on. Have I made any friends in Jamaica? I have, but not as much as I could have. Not gonna lie. Well, because of Corona too, I kind of been so isolated. I meet people here and there, but I haven't just went out and made a huge amount of friends. And also, I'm kind of an introvert, so I like hanging with people, but I also like being to myself a lot because I like to enjoy my own company. Um, but if you need some people to hang out with, like I said, we have in the group, there are people who are, people meet up all the time. They go hang out. We have meetups and things like that. So don't ever feel like you'll be isolated here. But I wanted to get into some of the questions. Um, when we return, we can get together. Okay. Send me, y'all, my email is contact@mochamoizelle.com. It should be on my YouTube description and channel somewhere. How's the COVID situation? Recently, COVID has spiked in Jamaica. From what I've seen, it's kind of went up recently. Um, and they're acquiring for a multitude of things. I think they had like a breakout recently in Mandeville at one of the hospitals there. I think like staff and workers, I think it was like 30 something plus people had got it. So that's what the COVID situation is. It was kind of sort of manageable, I guess, being the circumstances, but I think they're saying they're starting to spike. It's, some people are still having like get-togethers and gatherings and parties and such. So it's kind of, if you come, just be respectful of the protocols and stuff. And that's, if y'all decide the vaccine or not, that's your business. But getting into some of the questions. So I asked a question in my group, just asking people, what are their questions or concerns about living or being in Jamaica. So I'm just going to read off of them. I'm not going to say y'all fool's name for privacy concerns, but if I, mention your first name or something, this is me trying to address your question as best as I can. So we have Miss Dana. Dana says she is curious about how do residents handle power and water outages? How often and how long are you without power or water? Okay, so for me, as of yet, I have not had any power outages. Luckily, I know that most people, like, typically they will have like a backup generator or they will just kind of ride it out, I guess, until it's situated. You do what you would typically do in survival mode. If you have a backup generator, I guess I'm not sure how long the power outages last if they do have them. I know sometimes when the weather is bad, they'll, you know, they'll have power outages, but I haven't experienced a power outage. I have experienced, yeah, see me on here. I have experienced a water outage, like the water will, I don't know if like the water will be turned off or something, like if they're working on, so I've experienced like my water just not working sometimes. So it doesn't typically last long. It's just kind of inconvenient. What I did was I got like a lot of like I saved like my water containers. Like when I buy a jug of water or something, I save them and I fill them up in case there's something with the water or something happens with the water. That's happened to me quite a few times. The water just won't be working. I guess that's also why they have the tanks. So a lot of places or houses in Jamaica have the tanks to store water, I guess store the rainwater when it comes. So if there's any issue with the NWC, which is the National Water Commission, is that what it is, y'all? NWC is the water company in Jamaica. So if there's any issues with them, you have your tank that you can use the water from it, or save your water, store in your containers as much as you can, and that's my recommendation for the water. Okay, she also asked, I plan to be working remotely. Where on the island is the best location for strong, consistent Wi-Fi? From my understanding, the internet is all over the island. It's more stronger in places than others. So I'm in Kingston. I typically don't have any issues with my internet, but I'm in the city area. I don't think you'll have issues if you are in like Mobay, anywhere where like is a more city-esque environment. Kingston, Mobay. Where else am I missing, y'all? I don't know about Negril, how strong it is, but if you need consistent, strong internet, if you work online, you're gonna need, some quality internet. So as much as, we want to be off in the country in the hills, that's something you're gonna have to consider if you plan on coming here. I need my internet. I gotta have it. It's essential to my survival. So if that's something that you are considering, try and come to like the city areas, or, if you are able to visit, you just ask around how's the internet around the area. That's kind of how you're gonna have to handle that. Bugs. How do you handle household pests? Um, I don't know. I guess I got some bug spray. I guess if I say I really the only issue I had was ants when I first moved in, and they're not really around as much. But ant spray. I think they have something called ant powder here. Um, I don't really have. I did have some. Um, what's some little things? What was it? Lizards that were like running out, but I think the cats got them out front. So that's really. I haven't had any like weird animals or anything. Like I haven't seen them, but I'm sure they're here, but they haven't like been in my face like that. So those are questions from Miss Dana. And then I'm gonna go here because I don't want to miss anybody's questions. Okay. What is the crime like there? Okay, crime in Jamaica. So, hmm. So it's here. Crime is here. And I'm trying to. So people are kind of iffy at Jamaica or whatever because of the crime. And there's crime here, and there's crime other places. I'm not trying to divert from the question, but I don't want that to be the only thing associated with Jamaica is the crime. Like the crime is everywhere, but particularly in Jamaica, um, it's a lot of I don't know because I haven't experienced it, and I don't want to give a skewed perception of it. I haven't experienced anything. I'm not scared, to go about or whatever. But the crime is here. I read about it. I haven't experienced anything per se. Just things like if you're out and about, keep your phone in your pocket, stuff like that. Don't be flashy. Just be cognizant of the people that you hang around with. This is anywhere you will go in the world, and you, especially if you aren't familiar with the area, um, there are. But I'm not going to say that it's not here. I just don't want to. I'm not. I can't give you the best advice on crime in Jamaica. But I'll probably try and come back to this. Is the heat bearable? Yeah, the heat is fine for me. I'm from Mississippi. I'm from the South. I grew up in a hot climate, so the heat is bearable for me. If you're somebody who's used to cold, then it might be. I don't like the cold, so the heat is fine for me. I like hot climates. Um, and who else? The heat is fine. Y'all have to think like people live here. People live, function on the island. They still alive and functioning in the heat like it's bearable. That people live and survive it every day. The heat is not a problem for the most part. Are you having to wash clothes by hand? If so, how's that? Any wash houses nearby? I have a washing machine. They got washing machines here. They got washing machines. They got dryers. I don't wash clothes by hand. I know people who do, but I don't because I got too many clothes for all of that. Um, but it's if you wash clothes by hand, don't have a lot of clothes. Wash them. Just keep things that you can easily clean. Hang them out on the line. Let them dry. I don't know about any wash houses. Are there any laundromats in Jamaica, y'all? Anybody know how much for the wash and dry? It depends. It depends. It varies. I think mine was like maybe like $100. I just got like a little simple washing machine. I don't have a dryer. I just wash them and hang them out on the line. But they have them here. They might be a little bit more expensive, but because if they're being imported, but I don't know if they're in the laundromats. That may be an idea. If somebody want to come here and start a laundry service, that might be an option for you. Let me see what else. But no, I don't wash clothes by hand. I got a washing machine. All the appliances and stuff that you could need, basically, they'll be here. But I'm in Kingston, so that's something to consider. If you're trying to go, you may have to travel a bit to get them if you're not in the Kingston area or whatever the city areas are. But they're here. You don't have to wash your clothes by hand if you don't want to. Let me see my questions. So somebody has questions about remote working and the best location. So if you're trying to work online, I recommend that you are in a city area. I know like they have internet in the rural areas, but I don't know if it's as strong as it would be in like Kingston or Mobile or somewhere. Okay, so that's what you would have to consider. What cultural differences, if any, were encountered as an expat dating a Jamaican, and how to overcome those differences? This probably need to be a separate video. Um, Cultural differences. So I don't think there's necessarily huge cultural differences. I'm just gonna highly advise that you utilize your common sense. Um, so here's something that I had to get accustomed to. So is I so when someone I guess is trying to holler at you with like so they'll do like psk or something like that. I don't know. I don't really respond to it because I don't care if somebody's skin at me. I don't know if I'm being highty tighty or whatever, but I don't personally care for it. But that's something that because I was like, for the longest time, I was like, why are they skin at me? I'm like, what is that? I was like, why are they skin at me? And then, not, then, um, and then they'll like tell you to come here. And I'm like, you're not even gonna have the decency to approach me. You're gonna summon me over to you. I don't respond to it, but I don't know. That's another video. I'm gonna make a separate video about that. What do you do when you first arrive with your family? How do you get settled in? This is Giovanni asking us in the group, what do you do when you first arrive with your family? Like, how do you get settled in, your house members, locals, or even what you think is best upon first arriving, like within the first week or month? Um, so when I first came here, like I met lady Aisha, she's an admin in the group. I stayed here. She kind of took me through the ropes. So the first thing that you would want to do is get a TRN number. You're going to need that for bank accounts, trying to find sort of rent, just handling your business in general. The first thing you want to do is get a TRN. You want to get a bank account. You want to learn your area. So I had to learn, depending on where you are, you're going to have to learn the transportation system. So I had somebody like kind of guide me and just show me the ropes on like which taxis go where, which directions they go. I'm pretty efficient in it now. But those are like the simple things. Hopefully, if you come and you can have somebody in your area that'll kind of show you the ropes, which is why I'm so thankful for the group. So we have people who have been here for a minute. That's another thing to consider too if you're working online. Like if you're in an area with a lot of like little motorcycle boys or whatever, because you're gonna hear that all the time. Okay, so let me go back over here. So people are friendly. It's easy to make friends. People are very friendly here. So where I am, Typically, I don't know. It depends. Like people are friendly, but I guess like it's also people are I don't know distrusting too. So I really don't. I like I said, I'm not somebody who's big on like just. I'm more of an introvert, so I don't like need to be hanging out with people all the time. But it's easy to make friends. You just have to be cognizant of um, certain people and just the areas that you're in. Like it's kind of going to depend. It's going to depend on you and your personality. Do I miss being back at home? I do not. I just miss my family, but I don't miss being back home really. So I don't miss being back at home. I'm not being funny, but is oxtails expensive there because it seems like it's not that popular how it is in the U.S. Girl, oxtails. People that get familiar with oxtails. Let me see. I I don't eat a lot of oxtails, so I don't know. Anybody here, any Jamaicans on here can answer her question. Is the oxtail expensive? I know they expensive back at home. Are they expensive here? I don't know because I haven't bought any per se, but they're definitely popular. Um, so people eat a lot of oxtails here, I'm sure. Don't respond to it. It's cat calls. Okay, it used to be just like that in NYC back in the day. Those men aren't worth their time. Okay, I didn't know if it was like a cultural thing. Like, are they just trying to say hi? I didn't know what was going on, so I just kept walking. How does it feel to be black in Jamaica? Uh, I guess like, what you mean? How does it feel to be black in Jamaica? I think yeah, people people really don't know I'm from somewhere else until I open my mouth, actually. And even then, I'm still trying to discuss because I don't want to stand out really too much. I don't want like unnecessary attention. So even then, I'm trying to disguise my accent. Do it work? Not really. Um, but it feels fine. Like I feel it's just something about being amongst like your own. Like it's just not existing in whiteness. Not to say it's not here, but just not existing like in that environment. Like it's really the quality of life is just much. It's like a layer of I want to say stress, but just like existing in certain places. It's like it's always this pressure or something to just always be on the go. So it's like right now I'm just chill and it's like you can have whatever type of life you want to have here you don't have to. Some people like the slower pace, some people like the movement, being on the hustle and bustle. It kind of just depends on what you want and what you like, but I feel great as a black person in Jamaica. I don't really see that many Caucasians. I don't see them that much. Like I think I can go like a few weeks without seeing one. It's just like I don't know. It's fine for me. So I guess it kind of it's definitely a plus just to be like amongst your own folks. Like I don't know how to explain. It's just like like for us, like we have our communities, like in America, where it's just us. And it's like when you leave outside that community and you enter into their spaces, the energy is different. It's kind of the same. Like the energy is just different, and you feel better. You feel more comfortable when you're in your environment as opposed to trying to insert yourself into theirs. Okay. Um, when guys do that, they mean they're trying to get your attention. Okay. Yeah, they talking about And let's see, how does it feel to be black in Jamaica? Okay. Is the Jamaican KFC that much nicer than the US? Okay, I need for somebody to. I tried because out of pure curiosity, I was like, because every time I would go past the KFC or something, the line would be wrapped around the building, it would be out in the street. I'm like, dang, KFC must be lit out here in Jamaica. So I was like, I want to try it. So I tried KFC, I think maybe like once or twice. I don't know. It wasn't giving me wrap around the building vibes. I don't know what it is. They say the KFC is better. I don't know. I don't really. I'm not, it's not horrible, but I'm not about to stand in line for no hours for no KFC. It ain't worth that to me. But apparently it's it's KFC is like the baby. If you ain't getting no KFC, you ain't is you even relevant? I hear that's how it is. I don't know. Do your Jamaican accent? You're not about to embarrass me. These folks are not about to laugh me about here. I might do it in a minute. There's no systematic racism in Jamaica, but there is classism. You're right. So I want to say there's classism mixed with colorism here in Jamaica, which is a product of racism, but it's not as like in your face. So it's classism, and I want to say it's colorism in Jamaica, which I have noticed. Yeah, so there you have, and again, like I said in a previous video, don't go anywhere expecting a black utopia. Like you're gonna have your issues, like you would here anywhere else. Not being in a racist environment is something that you can remove yourself from, but it's not gonna like completely like just eradicate everything. Like don't expect the black utopia wherever you go. Like just don't expect it. Like that's the effects of colonialism and slavery. You're gonna have your issues. You're gonna have people who still dwell in that logic. You're gonna have those systematic structures in place. So just be cognizant of that. But yeah, you have your issues still. But again, it's just something about being amongst your own. Like that environment will just it just feels so much better, you know. So I felt the same way when I came to Jamaica for the first time in 2019. It was a good feeling to be surrounded by people that look like me. The feeling is something that I'll never forget. Exactly. Like it's a different feeling, just like, you know, and people are so confused or whatever, but it's like, listen, like I said, I've lived over there for a few decades. I don't want to live there no more. It's not a place that I see myself being anymore. So, oh, that's why our studio said it used to be the recipe has changed. So I don't know. Like my mind was blown. I was like, because it's like, okay, so back at home, like if I go home right now, I might see one car in the KLC line. And that's why I was like, when I came here, it was like in the street, wrapped around a bit. Anytime I pass the KFC, it is a line. Like it's like 5-star restaurant or something. Like people are. It was something to see. It's something to see. But I don't particularly care for. I tried it out of curiosity because I was like, this KFC got to be slamming. Like people wrapped around the building for it. But you know, it was chicken. I'm not no fried chicken. I'm not waiting in line for an hour for no chicken. Like if it's, you know, an in and out thing, then yeah, but I'm not about to no. Anyway, let's see. I felt the same way when I came to okay, yeah. So there's colorism in Jamaica, but most people are very dark. There are very few light skinned people there. Yeah. So it's very Afrocentric here, but yeah, the classism is here, and that you'll definitely see. And yeah, Jamaican people like to eat bad food when there are so many good options. I cook my own food. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. Okay, so let me go back to some questions. Hold on, y'all. Where can you find a good mechanic or someone to help you finding car auctions? Okay, so this will be depending on the area that you're in. So someone asked me this question in the group. So let's see. Say will ask this question in the group. What can you find a good mechanic or something? So like I see a lot of auto shops, things here in Kingston. This is where I am. And people need to understand. So like Jamaica, you're gonna have your different areas, so you have to know where you're going to get questions like this. I can only tell you about Kingston, so if you come to Kingston, I can show you where some of the auto places are, where you can get like things like that. Do they have car auctions here in Jamaica? I haven't heard of a car auction, so I know like back at home they'll have like repo cars, wrecked cars, or whatever, they'll auction them off. Do they have something like that here in Jamaica? I don't know. If you know, please comment or something. Let them know. Cause I don't have a car. I take the taxis. Where is somebody's missing? Where is I don't know who this person. I don't want to say their name on the internet. Where is Kalina and her mom? So is somebody missing? Missing from Coral Springs Hotel, Kingston, Trelawney. They're safe. She's back in the U.S. Okay, so somebody was missing. So okay, I think they're safe. Hopefully. Okay. If anybody has any information on this, okay, she's back on. Okay, that's okay. Good. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna go to the next question. What essentials do you feel you need to bring without missing out? What essentials? Um, I love y'all too over here in Jamaica. I love y'all. I love y'all. So what essentials do you feel you need to bring without missing out? um, I don't think I'm missing anything really. Like so, I guess like sometimes I miss like my snack options or whatever back at home, which I don't need them, but sometimes you just have cravings for stuff like, but I don't necessarily think that you'll be, so it kind of is going to depend on your preferences. So people import all kind of things. They'll, bring their furniture over, they'll bring food over, they'll bring, somebody was saying, things like sheets and things like that. If you want like your quality, like if you have like your preferences for like your sheets and things like that, clothing, just stuff that you make sure you bring things that you can dress for the climate in. Like I got a bunch of stuff that I can't wear because it's too hot. And I want to say things like your specifics, like you have like whatever type of soap that you like to use. Um, oh, am I connected still? Can y'all hear me, see me? Okay, it's starting to rain here, so it's raining. So if the connection go out, I'm sorry. Okay. Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Oh, so glad you asked this question, My Serenity. What's your experience with banking in Jamaica? Y'all, when you come here, you come to Jamaica, you want to get set up, bring everything, like document wise. Make sure, make sure you bring all your documents. You have copies of everything, like, because, okay, so here's what you would need. You would need to, you will need your, you need your passport, your IDs. They're gonna want proof of income. You have to get references. You have to get references to open up a bank account. You're gonna have to go to a JP, Justice of the Peace. So a Justice of the Peace is like our version of like a notary agent. So you have to go get a Justice of the Peace to verify like your address and stuff like that. You're gonna need like have like at least 5 references. Like, um, so you're gonna need bring everything when you come. Like we bring everything that you have document wise to verify yourself, your identity, your income, whatever. Yes, you need a TRN to open up a bank account. You're gonna need a TRN. So my experience banking is fine. I do the online banking, but again, like if you go to the physical bank, when you actually go to set up your bank account, be prepared to sit and wait in line. You're gonna need some patience. Okay, you're gonna need a lot of patience when you open up a bank account and just things like that. Just come with another layer of patience when you come into get stuff done. I was hoping that I would be able to do everything online. I did the application online, but I still ended up having to go there. So um, be prepared to just get some patience. You look gorgeous. Thank you. Thanks, gorgeous. Did you pay a JP? Somebody escorted me to the Justice of the Peace because I had help getting set up with the stuff. If they slipped on something, I don't know. But you ain't heard that from me. I don't know. So you may have to, tip some people every now and then. But I don't know. What parish in Jamaica is safe? So this is gonna be relative to which parish in Jamaica is safe. So for the most, from what I've heard, if you're like the country areas, or like the rural areas, or like up in the hills, there tends to be less crime. I can so think about it like if you back at home, so it will kind of be like the same thing. If you go to where more people are, it's gonna be more crime there. I grew up in a rural area. It wasn't much crime. Like not a whole lot going on. So think about it in the same sense. Like if you out in the rural, and I would say they don't happen, but if they're more frequent in like the city areas. So Kingston has crime. Moby has crime. Let's see. But you want to know the safest areas. So a lot of people say Portland is safe, and I actually want to get to Portland soon. I want to get to Portland because I hear a lot of good things about Portland. So I'm hoping to get there eventually. So people say, anybody else got any references for like some safe, what people say is safe parishes in Jamaica? Do you file your tax return in Jamaica, US? So this will be my first. Yeah, I don't earn income in Jamaica, so my taxes will be filed back at home. My skin is beaming. Thank y'all. I thought it was a little shiny. on here, but yeah, thank you. So I haven't. Your taxes will have to be if you. I don't. So if you earn income in Jamaica, you will have to file Jamaican taxes. Like, but I don't earn income here. And the other thing is, so if you are coming to Jamaica, so I'm also gonna do a separate video on visas. So right now I'm here on a tourist visa. I will have to go home, and this is something I wish I knew before I came. So I'm gonna have to go home and get fingerprinted or like a police record, background check, something like that, in order for me to apply for a work permit so I can start a business. So if you're watching and you want to come here, and so I have to, this will have to be my route to establish residency in Jamaica because I don't have any lineage here. So if you don't have any lineage in Jamaica, you're not married to a Jamaican, your next option would be to get a work permit. So those are the ways you will establish residency here. So if you are looking to set up a work permit, you don't have any residency, or you're not married to a Jamaican, you're gonna have to, before you come here, make sure you have get fingerprinted and things like that before you come. Did you rent your apartment furnished or unfurnished? It's unfurnished. I don't have a lot of furniture. I'm not. I don't do like the whole. I'm kind of like a pack light person now. Like I got a bed and a table and stuff. I don't have like a whole lot of furniture. They have furnished places here. They're gonna be more expensive, but right now I just kind of wanted the essentials. That's it. I don't want like a whole. I don't want a whole setup, whatever. But they have them here. Any plans for Valentine's Day? Not as of yet. Not yet. Police report, $50 US, yes. So after you finish your online teaching job in the morning, what do you do with the rest of your time? Whatever I feel like doing, I'll try and go out and explore a little bit, maybe. I'll just be out and about. And again, because of Corona, I can't do too much, but like I'll just, work on different things. I have more time dedicated to do like other stuff I'm interested in, like making videos, YouTube, working on like helping other people get set up here in Jamaica. So whatever I, have energy to do, this is what I do. Or I'll be out and about or working on other things. After you finish, okay. So P says that St. Thomas, St. Anne, St. Mary are safe. Those are the parishes. The challenge with living in these areas is that they don't have the same stores and you are far from the airport. Okay. Okay, so yep, you can take the Knutsford bus for day trips to parishes like Portland and St. Elizabeth. When I was there, it cost $1. Yep, I think they have like a bus that you can go to take you to the different areas, to the different parishes. So let me say the day my brother's coming. Okay, y'all, I'm trying to see if I have any more questions. So hold on. Oh, will this be on Facebook, on YouTube? Okay, both. Okay, y'all, so I don't see anybody on Facebook want to ask me any questions that's watching. They ain't stuck me on Facebook. Y'all must be getting ready for Galentine's Day. When you go out exploring, do you go by yourself? It depends. So I had my person showing me the ropes. I kind of got like a little independent now. So I'm usually out by myself when I'm out doing things. Everybody came to YouTube. Yep. Somebody said they want to have my Jamaican accent. Y'all gonna laugh at me. I don't want to do it. Uh, I'm trying to think. And a lot of times I just be regurgitating stuff that I be hearing. Um, do you drive? No, I do not drive. So that's on my to-do list, to learn how to drive here. So it's not something I'm really pressed about right now because I just get around with the taxis. Um, but I don't drive in Jamaica as of yet. I'm kind of scared, but that's because I'm always in a taxi. So my idea of driving in Jamaica is how the taxi drivers be driving. But they say if you're not in a taxi that it's okay. But baby, them taxi drivers be fast and furious. So I'm a little, but I'm gonna take some driving classes or something when I can. Let me see. How is the hairdresser services and cost? So I got my hair done one time since I've been here. I got some braids. That was like $4,000. That was like almost $30, 30 US dollars. Um, so it's relatively affordable getting your hair and stuff done here. And again, it depends. Like, so if you get more like elaborate hairstyles and things like that, it's gonna cost more. I just got like some simple braids to the back. I think y'all saw them. I had a video where my hair was like braided back, but that was like $20, $30. Did I miss the we adjust the bug situation? You probably did because I really didn't. I just said I got like some bug spray, and I don't really have like a lot of bugs, so I don't know. Like I had ants when I first got here, because they were like, I don't see them as much now, but so they said get like some ant powder or something. So I got like some ant stuff in there. I haven't really seen them as much. Your hair is cute. Thank you, appreciate it. If you live there long enough, it will come natural. Don't do it. How do you handle power water outages? Yep. So we talked about the power outages. I haven't experienced a power outage, but people typically get a backup generator. I don't think they last long, or they have a generator or they just kind of ride it out. The water outages, like I said, I save my water. Like I get containers and I fill them up, and I just keep them stored somewhere. Usually, when the water's out, you can use the water from your tank until the water is situated. Um, do you online shop clothes? I have. Ordered some stuff from online. So they have services here. I think one of the more popular services is called Mail Pack. So they have shipping services that are like based in like Florida or whatever. So you will get your stuff shipped to them, and then they will bring it to Jamaica. So you have to register an account with like some shipping services. So I have an account with Mail Pack. I think they have a company called Circles or Express something, Expedite Couriers. Um, so they have shipping services here. You have to pay a fee depending on the weight of the item, but you can get things here. But I don't online. I got like a bunch of stuff that I already brought with me. So I don't do too much online shopping for clothes, just for like things in particular that I may need that I wasn't able to find here. Do you speak with your neighbors? So when I first got into the area that I'm at now, I was, trying to speak whatever. I just say hello or something or whatever. But there's not like a whole lot of conversation. I'll just say hi, bye, something like that. Somebody comes up to me, make a conversation, I'll talk to them, but not too much. I kind of get like the stank eye sometimes. I don't know why. Somebody told me, I don't know, I don't want to say that, but I don't like the men will speak. Sometimes the ladies, they won't say nothing to me, but I don't know what that's about. How's the dating scene? I ain't been out here like that, Serenity. So I can tell you. So I'm gonna make a separate video. But the dating, I guess is I got a lot to say and I ain't got a lot to say. My dating scenes become kind of short. Let's see. I think two guys like that I was trying to communicate with, like two of them, they told me they loved me in the first week, and that was like an instant block. I don't do that. I don't do that. So that was cut short. I was talking to somebody more seriously, but he tried to play me for idiots. So that's done. Let me see what else. Like I said, I get a lot of. I haven't had like too many people like come and approach me and try and like establish a genuine connection. It's typically something that kind of fresh or like sideways. Like I don't respond to it. So I and again I can't give you a fair assessment because I haven't really just been. I've been more so getting set up here. I haven't really tried the dating scene out yet too much. So hopefully if Corona goes away anytime soon, I can give you a more accurate assessment. But I'm gonna do a separate video because I do have some things to say on that. But subscribe to my channel if you want to get my personal experience. Jamaica could really use my cafes in the towns. Yeah. How's their home delivery for food? Okay, so I have used the food delivery services before. So they have, so if you're in, like, so I'm in Kingston. I'm in Kingston. I don't know about food delivery services anywhere else except for Kingston. So they have Crave Delivery, and I think they have another delivery service called Cut the Line. And it's kind of like how you would order like with Uber Eats or like what's Grubhub back at home. You just go on the restaurant, order your food, and then the people deliver it. It's a relatively pretty good service. And even sometimes they won't deliver outside of like the central vicinity of Kingston. So I'm like a little further out, kind of heading towards the Portmore direction. I did find one service that delivered food to where I am, and it's pretty typical. It comes in a timely fashion. I haven't had any issues. So they do have food delivery services that I know of in Kingston. So don't go somewhere up in I don't know, like way off in the country area somewhere talking about she said they deliver food out here. I only know about Kingston. Do you ever feel lonely, isolated, being in a foreign country without your family and friends? Sometimes I do, and that's also the reason why I made the group because you will definitely need some type of support system just because it's like initially like you have your nuances here. So you want to have people who understand like your cultural like background. So even though you are in a black country, there's still like some cultural nuances here. Like I think like one is like the word hush. Like so back at home in America, hush means like shut up. Like it's kind of like a rule, like you need to hush or you need to stop talking or something like that. But in Jamaica, if you hear somebody say hush, it's more of like a comforting term. Like, it's like it's gonna be okay or something like that. So it's like little things like that can kind of not necessarily create a problem, but there are like those little nuances. I think a lady was telling me that she has some left. So back at home, we eat leftovers. Food that we eat leftovers like not a problem. And so she was like, she had some food, and she asked, a lady. She was Jamaican. She asked a lady if she wants some of her leftovers. And she said that lady flipped out on her. Like, do you think I'm like a dog or something feeding me leftovers? And she was like, what? It's like little things. They're just like little culture. They're not huge, but they're still kind of like if you don't know how to respond to certain things, people may take something the wrong way. So like sometimes like the dialect can just be a little different. Um, so I don't necessarily feel isolated. Like I have the group and there are people here and they're from all over the world. So there's people in the group from Jamaica, from the US, from the UK. We got people from Africa. I'm trying to think what other Caribbean countries. So you have that support system just to kind of like flush out your frustrations or your differences. And have you visited? Have your family visited you in Jamaica? No, not yet. Um, they haven't visited me yet. I'm pretty sure soon. It's like a Corona thing. So I'm pretty sure once we figure out the Corona situation, they'll be here. But no, they haven't visited me yet. She said, "Yeah, in Jamaica, men are friendlier than women. Women are more weary and reserved." Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. So, but I stopped speaking because I felt stupid trying to, and nobody would say anything. They'll just look. And this is something also. There's like, what is this intense stare? Like, so I have people like they'll just stare, but they won't. I'll be like, hello, hello. They won't say nothing. They won't say anything. They'll just stare at me, and I'm like, I don't know if that's like a little cultural nuance too, because they be staring hard and won't say nothing. I'm like, nothing, won't say a word. So I'm like, maybe it's something I'm just I don't know. You're pretty, that's why women give you the stink eye. I was hoping that wasn't the case, but I hope that's not the case. I don't. I hope so. I hope not. That it's that type of energy. Like, but if it is, I can't do nothing about that. Do you have a DF in Jamaica? No, I don't. Not as of yet. How much was delivery? So the food, I think the food delivery was like 500 Jamaican dollars. What's that? That's like $3, $4 in US dollars. So that's on top. That's like the delivery fee. The food is, depending on which order. Love you already. Date guys that are a bit more cosmopolitan than the average guy. Yeah, I don't. Y'all got to tell me where they at, cause I don't know. I don't know where they at. I don't know what a man's at. Like when I'm walking down the street or something, yeah, people holler at me all day long, but I don't know like where people go to meet people and things like that because it's Corona. Everything is shut down almost. Like unless you like go to like one of those like undercover like little parties or something that they be having. I don't know. It would be easier from translation. Have you been to Negril yet? I've visited Negril. I'll be going back there next month to visit. So I've only been. It was like an in and out thing when I went to Negril, but I'm actually going to go there for like a day or two next month. Oops. Have you ever been to Portmore? I've been to Portmore house hunting when I was first looking for somewhere to live. I was in Portmore often trying to find somewhere. If yes, how many minutes would you say to drive? I think what's about 15, 20 minutes, depending on where you're coming from. So I want to say probably about 20 to 30 minutes. Yeah, from Portmore to Kingston. It's not that far. And they have taxis and buses and things like that go from Kingston to Portmore from Half a Tree. So it's not hard to navigate from Portmore. My hush is comforting. Yeah, hush is supposed to be like a comforting term. But like back at home, somebody tell you to hush, that means shut up. And so people are like, what'd you say? So, yeah, let's see. I drove from Kingston to Portmore. It's about a 30-minute drive. Yep. Which towns have you visited? I visited Portmore. I visited Montego Bay. I visited Laka Blava. I visited St. Elizabeth, Mandeville. I've been to Negril. Trying to see, I've been to Hanover. Um, and I need to get out and explore more. Like I actually want to, but I don't have a car. I don't have nobody to kind of just, to show me the ropes. Like, so I'm waiting till I'm able to get more mobile, to go visit some of these places. So, I'm hoping like once I'm able to, I'm gonna start like doing a whole like I want to go visit and like give y'all videos on different areas and parishes, from an expat's point of view. So y'all gotta be a little bit patient with me. I'm doing what I can with what I got. I told my husband he is funny because in America, funny means you make me laugh. Well, apparently in Jamaica, funny means gay, and my husband was very upset with me. You see, it's like, yep, like those little nuanced words. Like, so funny, we think it's high funny. And apparently she said in Jamaica funny mean you gay, which she took offense to. So those are things to be considerate of. Yep. Hit the like button. Yes, y'all please hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe. And just share if you are looking to come to Jamaica. Please join Black Expats in Jamaica. Please don't come in there with no foolishness. If you have an issue with African Americans, feel free to come here and air your grievances. But like, I know there are like a lot of things culturally that we have to hash out. But yeah, come in with the intention of like working and like actually establishing some connections. Um, yep. Jamaican culture is unique. They're vibey and they're boasty at the same time. The men are at church. Girl, church. Well, no, churches is open. Churches are open in Jamaica, ain't they? I think they're open. I don't think they are. I don't think they're closed down still. How is the LGBTQ community? Okay, so that's a question that I get often. So, um, so I've heard from some people that it's more Jamaica is moving towards being more welcoming to LGBTQ people. On some ends, people say like, don't let people know that you are. So that's not my experience, but I have like seen openly gay people out. So I don't know if it's still like if they still out. I don't know if they still have like those same like policies or like those, or if they're trying to cause harm to somebody of the LGBT community. I don't know. That's not my experience, but I have seen openly gay people out and about. So I think they have like support groups and things like that. If you're looking to, if you're here or looking to come here, for people who are in that community. But I think it's more. I think like they say it's like it's more like a generational thing. So I guess like with the younger generations, like they're more open and accepting and welcoming. Older generations, you might have like a harder time. But I would definitely seek some type of support if you want information on that. Let's see. Jamaicans can have an attitude along with their culture. I don't know. People say the same thing about us, and so I think like sometimes like we as Black people we just come off as aggressive sometimes, and some people might interpret that as rude depending on the environment you came and grew up in or whatever. Um, it kind of depends. So it's like typically like like sometimes once I approach somebody, I think they're being rude. That's kind of like just their persona, and like they're usually very nice. People think the same thing about me, I'm sure. When I walk around, they think I'm high-tighty or whatever. I don't know. Let's see. Like when Jamaicans have, let's see. People are more friendly outside of Kingston. Yeah, they have food delivery services here. They're here. They're in Kingston. There are a few of them actually. So they have food delivery services here. But again, it depends on where your area and if you have access to them. That's the thing is if you have access. Oops. Halfway tree sign. Yeah, I'm in half a tree a lot. So I know how to say half a tree. I saw some YouTubers out at night at the AC Hotel. They seemed like they were having a great time. People are still going out with their friends to the rivers and waterfalls because they posted on YouTube. Yeah, so what I don't know. I'm not I haven't been like out after curfew or nothing like that or on no hotels or resorts. So I don't know. People are still going to the rivers and stuff and waterfalls. Yeah, so I'm thinking like some things may be opening back up, but were you trying to were you trying to say balaclava? Yes. Balaclava is what I was trying to say. Oh, my iPad and okay. That's what I was trying to say. That's in St. Elizabeth, right? It's so beautiful out there. I can't wait to be out in the bush, y'all. Let's see. Balaclava. Yeah, they're slowly moving towards LGBTQ rights. So again, it's like do your research, do your due diligence. There are, LGBTQ people here living and breathing, living a life. So it kind of just depends on the people that you encounter. Same thing like back in the States. Like you still have some of us who are like on that tip and some people who are more welcoming. So just kind of it's gonna be dependent on who you encounter and the environment that you're in. Okay, please. If y'all want to help show me around, that would be great. We're moving to Jamaica in December 2021. Feeling nervous, excited. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see. Coming to Portland. I'm living in Florida, but I'm from the North Coast. That's where I'll be staying. Yeah, yeah. So y'all can email me at contact@mochamoizelle.com. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. Do you plan on staying in Jamaica or are you still interested in going to Africa? I think as far as I'm still planning on visiting there. Do I plan on moving there? Probably no time in the near future. Um, I think I would definitely like to visit. Will I be living there? I don't think I'll be moving there officially as of yet. What was your biggest fear when moving? Just being like out of place. Like my biggest fear in moving at the time, I was ready to go. Like I didn't care. I was just ready to get out of America. I was like, I'll figure out the rest when I get there. But I guess like my biggest fear was just, you kind of just, it's like you like a fish out of water. You don't know what to do, where to go. But, luckily I had people to help me get acquainted and kind of show me the ropes. So that I'm grateful and thankful for. And so, like a lot of people, when they come here, they usually they have somebody here to help them, get out and about. So, definitely join a group if you're feeling like, you're going to need some help. If you don't have anybody here, do that, please. They say that I always look cross. Yeah, I see plenty, of different gender identifying people out here. So, but again, make sure you are accountable for your personal safety when you come here, because I don't know. That's not my experience, so I don't want to give you a false sense of anything. My biggest fear is loss of income. So, I guess like because I was working online, I don't know. Be smart and strategic with your finances. Like if you're planning on leaving America, and you plan to go anywhere, even if you're deciding to come to Jamaica, like oh oh my bad. I didn't know what I thought cross meant. See, I thought cross meant something else. If you are concerned about income, I also did a video on this. Do not There's not a vast job market in Jamaica. So make sure you are able to have income online, start a business, or something. Be smart and strategic with your finances. So I have to go home and get fingerprinted so I can start a business or something here. Um, and I kind of as long as we've been trying to figure it out in America, I'm like, I'll figure it out somewhere else. Like you'll figure out your, financial situation regardless. Like it'll come to you as long as you plan for it. Like I'm not, you know, I want to be able to support myself. That's why you want to save and have your nest egg. If all this fails, but don't let that stop you. Like, I hear Jamaica will have direct flight to Nigeria soon. I think they already got it. I think they already got direct flights coming from Nigeria, don't they? I think Ghana is up next. It's come on, yep. I think Ghana is next. I think they already started doing the direct flights from Nigeria. Peace Airlines. St. Elizabeth is beautiful. It's so gorgeous out there. I really just wanted to tell them like, yo, just drop me off in these bushes. Like this is it. Just this is it. I'm at home, but it's gorgeous out there. The whole, it's just everywhere is beautiful in Jamaica for the most part. Like, it's a very beautiful island. Doesn't matter which part of the island you open up a bank account. If I live in Kingston, is it okay? Yeah, they have like those banks, like so, like the island-wide banks are JN Bank, Scotia Bank, NCB Bank. Like you'll be good. Like as long as just make sure you have access to a bank. But yeah, you'll have, wherever you are and you have one of those accounts, you'll be fine. Cross means angry, y'all. Cross don't mean they think you're a different gender. I'm sorry. So that's what I mean. Like I interpreted that as something else. So cross don't mean they think you are of a different gender. That means they think you angry. See, we learning. See why this is important. We learning. Cross means angry, y'all. Hush means it's okay. It's a comforting term. Let me see. What other words? I'm from here in the States. How can I get a bank account there? Which bank do you recommend? I heard they have some program that gives you a loan to build or buy a home. Yes, they do have the NHT, the National Housing Trust, which you can invest in for a certain amount of time to build or buy a home here. It's the National Housing Trust. Um, I have not started looking into that yet. I started looking into it, but I haven't set up an account or anything with them yet because I'm more so fixated on establishing residency first. That's my thing right now is getting residency, and then I'll look into like the housing and all of that stuff. But they have, so if you're in the States, they have a Citibank here in Jamaica, in Kingston. If you have the same access to it as you would back in the States, I don't know, but they do have like a Citibank here if you're in a state. So you may want to see about opening an account with them and see if you can connect it to the one in Jamaica. Again, if you want to open a bank account, you will need bring your IDs, proof of income. You're going to need references. You're going to need Jamaican references. You're going to need some references to open up a bank account here. You're going to need a justice of the peace, which is our version, like a notary signing agent. Like if you need to get something notarized, that is a justice of the peace here in Jamaica. Um, so that is what you will need, and then you need, I think, something for like a deposit. If I'm missing something, somebody will check me in the comments. I hope. You can apply NCB. I think you can apply online. You can still, I think, kind of handle some of the business through customer service. But I ended up still having to go to like my bank, and so I know a lot of people use Scotiabank, JN Bank. I think they have branches open in Canada now. I also think is JN Jamaican owned, Black Jamaican owned. I want to say that they are. So that's the option. Yeah, I'm saving a lot. Yeah, save your money. Reduce your expenses as much as you can. Um, your bare necessities, sell, get rid of what you can. Like build you a nest egg, and if you can secure some online income, do that, and then go from there. My family's from St. Elizabeth. Yep. I'm posting the language explanation on the Facebook group. So my streaming has died for Facebook group, so they will have to come to YouTube. Cross is a standard English word. I think you should make more local friends, not just expats. I think it'll be age assimilation. I do have local friends. Well, I did have local friends. But again, I have people here locally. I'm not, like I said, I'm more of an introvert. It's not more so of trying to have expat friends. I stay to myself anyway. But I have people locally. I don't have like a vast, like I don't go hang out with people and stuff like that, I guess. But I have people here. Like that's the only way I've gotten accustomed to Jamaica is with my local people. So I have them here. But I should get acquainted with more. I'm trying. Um, I do need to, it's Corona. I can't do too much. Duns Rivers Falls. I passed through Duns Rivers Falls and Ocho Rios, St. Anne's on my way to Kingston, Victoria Mutual in New York and Florida. I have no idea. I don't know. Here's a short patois lesson. Una, means y'all. Chuck off means push off or jump off. Gal means untrustworthy. Many of our words are African. Yeah. So a lot of dialect. It's like a blend of English and African. So I was just curious. And yeah. Do you know more about cheap land in Bay in Jamaica to buy? Oh, they have some realtor companies in Jamaica. I was looking into that once. I had some people that I was trying to um, get some land from, but I was told to be extremely careful because sometimes people will sell family land or something, and the family is not aware of it, and then you can cause like a rift or something. So I'll be careful when getting land. If anybody knows anywhere for someone to look for trusted companies that sell land in Jamaica, please comment below. I haven't gotten that far on my journey yet. NCB is Black Jamaican owned, Black and Chinese Jamaican. Okay. Unu is an Igbo word. Yes, many of our words are indeed African. NCB and JMB are Jamaican owned. NCB is owned by billionaire Michael Lee Chin. Okay, so those are some of the banking options. Hey, Chris, you just joined. Always use an attorney with land sale. Okay, so if you're looking to buy land, make sure you go through an attorney. Yep. Would you say it's more expensive to live in Jamaica than the US? No. Um, it's gonna be dependent on your like purposes. Like they have like the more expensive areas in Jamaica, and then they have some places that are like relatively affordable. It's gonna depend on you and what you like. Um, I have a budget because I'm not trying to spend an excessive amount of money going to sleep every night. So it's gonna depend on where you want to live. JFRI sells land. Were you able to get the stimulus from America? Yeah, I'm still technically an American citizen. I have not. I'm living here, but I have not established residency here in Jamaica yet. I have to go home and get fingerprinted. So, like a little earlier, so in order to get residency in Jamaica, you have to have Jamaican lineage, like your family is from Jamaica, or you have to be married to a Jamaican, or you have to have a work permit. So my plan is to get a work permit. So I'm still an American citizen. I'm here now on a tourist visa, so I'm technically still an American citizen. So I have to set those things up in place before I can get residency. So, the assumption is for some people think, you can just up and move to these places. You can live there for a certain amount of time, but if you want to be there beyond a tourist visa, then you have to go about getting residency, which I'm in the process of doing. Um, yeah, I can see you getting the suntan. Remember to use your sun lotion. Thank you. How much is it to get married? I don't know. I ain't found no husband yet, so I don't know. Yeah, you'll have dual citizenship, like, if you get residency here. So I don't know. I don't know how much. Anybody know how much does it cost to get married, y'all? I don't know. I'm sorry. Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna give it a few more minutes and then gonna wrap this up. Wow, I've been on here for an hour and a half. Okay, so anybody got any more questions? $300 to get married with a JP at a resort. Let me check if there are any more messages. Mm. Okay, so you can definitely find some affordable places, and then you have your other areas that are a tad more expensive. It's going to depend on you and your standards of what you like and what you want. So I don't have any more questions from the group. Did you cover what essentials to bring? Oh, I'm trying to think of anything that I wish I had brought. So basically, essentials for me was just like um, things like hair products or hygiene. Your connection is unstable. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this up soon because it's raining and my connection is starting to go out. But That's it. Y'all feel free to chit chat in the comments, answer questions. Who was coming to the island? Yeah, apparently it's a I don't know. I'm so I made a video about people who be flying out here for sex. It's girl, it's a lot of people who be doing that. Apparently, it's kind of I don't. It's something that rubs me the wrong way about sex tourism. Like it just really rubs me the wrong way. I feel like, especially with, because if you think about it, like people typically when they go to places looking for sex, they only really go. They go to some African countries or they'll go to the Caribbean. Like for me, it's something is underlying about you going across the world for sex. And for me, it kind of plays into like the sex trafficking culture. It's like, it's a whole conversation. But anyway, um, yeah, no, it's a thing. It's a thing. People definitely will fly over here and other places, and I don't care for it because to me it feels slavery-ish to me. Like it feels plantation-ish. But anyway, um, very informative as usual. You know where you're safe. You know what you're talking about. I'm trying, y'all. This has been a great conversation. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Well, I'm gonna say this about like the sex thing because for me it goes back to like the root of stuff. Like you have to think like had not people been placed in these situations, it is very unlikely that they would be out here like selling themselves for random people to have sex with them. Like it feels like something plantationist. It's different when somebody who's like wanting to participate, but a lot of people who do participate do it for financial reasons. Like they do it because they need the money. Like it's not that they want like random strangers to be sleeping. Like I don't think that's the case. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. People think I'm, trying to shame or like, but it's not. It's think about like you have to think about the culture that you're playing into. So, but okay. Yes, y'all, please hit the like button. Thank y'all so much for spending some time with me. I hope y'all have a wonderful Valentine's Day, and that you are able to love on whoever and love on yourself. Yeah, no problem. And if you got any questions, please feel free to email me or ask them in the group. If I don't know, I'm pretty sure somebody will. Have a beautiful weekend. I'm mochamoizelle. I will see y'all later. Bye.